Hey, I thought I would take a few minutes just to read the introduction to this book. The hardback format is now in. You can see it's got a nice dust jacket. So I was very happy with how it came out, and I thought, why not read the introduction and just let you see what the book is going to be about. And then if you like the introduction, you can give the book a try. And if not, then you move on. But here's what I'm trying to get into in this book. And I start with the verse from 1 Corinthians 4:7. What did you have that you did not receive? And here's the introduction. I sit open-palmed at my desk in the morning dark. I am waiting for God to give me words. Does that sound strange to you? It is strange, not in some weird cultic sense, but in the Christmas sense. What right do I have to come tumbling down the stairs at 1,000 gifts? Small gifts, beautiful gifts, things I tear open and receive without even a whisper of recognition. These words I write are each wrapped and labeled, ribboned and taped. I did not, do not, and will not ever possess them. They are not my property. They are not yours either. They are the possessions of a God richer and nobler than 1,000,000 kings of 1,000,000 countries. And yet here we are, you and I, holding them with our eyes, turning over the letters and the phrases, lifting them up to the light, tasting them. You can say the same about your fingers and forearms, your lips and lungs, your chair, your room, the ground beneath you, the oxygen drifting in through your nose and down into your bloodstream. We swim in gifts, in things given freely by a God so prodigal that his spending spills well beyond thought. You don't feel this very often, though, do you? Neither do I. The greatest irony of being alive is that we treat gifts as possessions, generosity as commonplace, grace as summer grass, something to be stepped on and forgotten with every lifting muscle. This is a book that assaults that habit. You will need to revisit it again and again, and in a sense, I will need to write it again and again, because we have spiritual amnesia. We habitually forget grace. We unwrap so many gifts every moment that we forget it's Christmas morning, that God is watching every opening, every spark of joy, every shrug of the shoulders. He knows we can't thank him every second, and somehow it's okay. Somehow he keeps giving. But we know also that being ungrateful darkens our lives, that it removes the color from the photo of each day. We want to say thank you, and we want to give too. That's why you're holding this book. This is the book of giving. Such a book can only be about God. It's God who gives constantly, prodigally, incessantly. It's in his nature, coursing through his divine spirit blood with a golden glow. He gives himself to himself, himself to us, his creation to us, and us to each other. God is the grand giver. All of life, in a sense, is turning us to this truth and confronting us by it. Everything we experience draws us closer to God's giving circle, where giver, gift, and recipient dance and exchange, constantly giving, constantly receiving, constantly being a gift. God gives. Your father dies of cancer and you mourn, you question, you beg, you pray. But your father was a gift. How will you give now? That's the giving circle. God gives. Your anxiety disorder cripples your body and mind. You question, you beg, you pray again. It's been over 12 years. You've watched the anxiety burn the fat off your soul. And so this too was a gift. How will you give now? That's the giving circle. God gives, so this is a book about him. But he's made us to be givers in his shadow. So this is a book about you too. Take it and keep it as a reminder of who God is and who you are. We are givers. So that's an excerpt from the introduction. If that entices you, I hope that you'll go check the book out. Again, it's now available in the hardback form. I've been so encouraged by the feedback I've gotten from readers so far, and I hope the book is a blessing to you.